This is a tabla. This is what a tabla sounds like.
This is a mridangam. This is what a mridangam sounds like.
No, you have to say first.
Hello.
Wait, what do I say again? Some people think that like tabla is very boring. It's just like hitting this drum. And then after I played, they're like, actually this sounds kind of good.
The first time I played tabla, I was terrible.
On my first class, I cried. It was a new experience for me. But I had a talent that I didn't know about, and I really enjoy practicing that talent.
Many people think that India only has one tradition. Well, it has many different types of traditions. So the two main ones are Hindustani tradition and Carnatic. So the difference is the style they play their instruments in and the influence like they have.
A tabla, the main role is it should keep rhythm.
It's to be the timekeeper of the performance and help the vocalist or the sitar player by playing clearly.
The mridangam is part of Carnatic music, so it's kind of like accompanying the whole song and making it go with flow. So it has more freedom to come and go.
When you learn an instrument, it's important to learn about its history.
So Shiva created the drums. Shiva is actually the god of destruction, but loves music and dance. And his cow Nandi will play the drum while he's dancing. Even my mother said I was very scared of thunder. Then she's like, just imagine the gods are playing drums. And then I didn't become afraid anymore.
The mridangam represents the sound of Indra, another deity, passing through the heavens on his elephant Airavata. And because it's the favorite instrument of deities such as Ganesha and Nandi, the mridangam is known as the Deva Vadyam, which means divine instrument. In Sanskrit, mrid means clay and ang means body. Earlier, before, it was made from clay, so that's how it got its name.
There's a legend called Amir Khusro. Amir Khusro is a poet and a musician. His pakavaj broke in half during a performance.
He made it stand upright like this, looking like this, and he started playing it.
And that turned into a tabla. But no one really knows how it's invented.
That's still a mystery.
You just need yourself
So you need to be focused,
and the mridangam, that's all you need.
and you need to get a tabla, obviously.
And a few tuning tools which you only need if you're a professional, because if you're a child, your teacher will do it for you.
You need a base that will hold the tabla up,
And then there's also talcum powder. You put it on your hand,
because there's a squeaky sound that can come.
and your hands get sweaty, which is not so nice. So talcum powder is good.
First thing, you should not wear your shoes to stage.
And you normally sit cross-legged like this.
You see, they believe that these drums are God. So if you touch them, so it's basically you stepping on God. And that's very bad.
This is where you hit. This is where you tune. This part makes a sharper sound. The mridangam that I have is made up of jackfruit wood in the middle, and the outer part is made of cow skin. That fascinated me a lot because I didn't know that animal skin and trees could make such a nice sound. The left side is bigger than the right side. The left side is more like of a bass voice, then the right side is more of like a melodic tone.
A tabla has two sides. One is called the baya and one is called the daya. The baya has a lower pitch and the daya has a higher pitch. The daya sounds like this. The baya sounds like this.
So this black part in the middle is made out of iron fillings. If you hit it, it gives you a sharper sound. The rest of the tabla is made out of goat skin. This goat skin is thinner and this is more thick.
The mridangam has some basic fingering techniques. Ta, left hand side. T on the black dot dome. Nam, ring finger on the black dot, and the index finger must hit the skin in the outer part. Then, very similar to Nam, but you have to bounce it. Chopper. Play with the pinky finger in the middle.
There are different techniques to play the tabla. On the right hand, there is ta,
D when you hit on the middle ring. D when you hit your 3 fingers on the black part.
and tun. On the left hand, it is ge and ke. For both hands, there is da,
Which is da and K combined.
din, and dera dera. Dera dera. So actually playing the drums makes you think you are the drum.
The thing you say is called konakol. This is actually an art form on its own.
You can use any type of souls.
Takadimi is a sol and a sol is a word. It's like singing, but you're actually not singing, but you're singing the beats of the mridangam. Taka tom ti taka juno, taka tom ti taka juno, tatikita tom tam. If you know how to say it, you can play it well.
Each word represents a different stroke.
Da, Di, De,
Ge,
Ge, Da,
din.
So if you bring all these bowls together, you make a tal or a rhythmic pattern.
For the mridangam, it's called tala.
A tala is basically a beat cycle which is repeating again and again.
Taginatinakidhina. Taginatinakidhina. When you start creating variations for this tala, it starts to get a bit complicated.
You just have to make sure you start and end at the right place.
So you have to do some calculation to get a full cycle. So there's adding, subtracting, rounding off numbers, multiples. So it's all to just keep an even rhythm.
I'm going to give you an example of a numerical lesson. The one I think which is the easiest is Rupakatalam, which only has 3 beats. It goes like this: 1, 2, 3. So if you want to make your own variations, first we need to find out how many matras does Rupakatalam have. Matras are how many pulses are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has 12. So in the same talam, you can play various things. So if you want to play 3-5, it's 15. But we don't have enough. So we have to add another talam to make it 2 Rupaka talam, and we'll have 9 left. And after that, it's just basically knowing the structure, which will then make our calculations correct. So we'll go like this. Taka tata dimitang tatikita tum tam. Basically, it means that every beat counts. If you miss one beat, it could affect the whole talam.
I messed it up.
4 times 3 equals 12. But 12, it's like very complicated.
Many people will have their own way, but I usually just keep on practicing it and it comes for me.
So it takes some time. The first time you play, you don't understand a thing.
So the main thing is try your best. You should respect your instrument and it'll respect you back. We'll show you what we practiced.
One second. We are playing Adi Tala Varans. Oh, good. Gosh.
So it's important for young people to learn because
To be curious is a very good thing. It will help us know more about
Different cultures and their music and their rhythms, and makes you feel better and helps you reflect. So I suggest that you should learn.
we suggest that we.
We. Yeah.
How do you play